So I have very little time to get this motor into that car. And basically I'm gonna just swap everything over from this one onto that one. What's different about this one from that one to this one is that one was automatic, and I'm pretty sure the rear main seal is fine on this one, and this one the rear main seal is gone, but everything else is pretty nice. So this thing has no crank pulley or anything, and I'm pretty much just gonna do updates as I'm going along. I'm not really gonna film the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna swap over whatever I can as quickly as I can, and that's the plan, Stan. Split from transmission. Oh yeah, get now. This spark plug check. Okay. Well, they're not like super tight or anything. The inside of the valve cover looks pretty good. She's been sitting here. Looks pretty clean. Yeah. Not bad. Kind of a big gap. We got some new ones. Alright, so we got the rear main seal and the oil pan gasket done. She doesn't leak as much anymore. Still smokes and everything, and painted the valve cover gasket. I tried putting my oil catch can on, and it just made the smoking worse, so I took it off. I think it's something with my TPS that's making me idle too high. It ain't so bad right now. Like, last time I was running, it's blowing blue smoke and idling at 1300, and now it's a little bit of condensation. Let's go burn off the rest of my ethanol free. See how she goes. Paid Canadian prices for gas in America so I can have some ethanol free. You know? Totally worth it. You'd think this isn't a 1.3. It just pulls really good. I don't know if it's just because I drive a Beetle that has no turbo most of the time, but holy shit, man. My wife has a Tiguan with a 2-liter turbo, but it doesn't feel as fast as this. I did fix this blinker at one point, but then it died again. Yeah. I don't know how it was gonna turn out if I got like a GoPro in my hand trying to fucking drive with. I'm sitting at this light, it just dropped to 1000 RPM. Alright. Like it's supposed to, even though there's no IAT or anything. Oh, she smokes still for sure. Oh, the blue smoke is still there. Oh shit. Oh, I should run something thicker than 10W40 in this, but I don't know if I. Maybe it's just the tint on my fucking mirror. I don't know. I can't make a decision about it. Pulls great and everything. It's crazy. Alright, so we're back to idling at like 1200. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't think I'm gonna change it. But you get this now, you get the throw-out bearing lines, like tighten the freaking clutch cable too much. Easy to forget about this stop sign. My clutch. It is really squeaky and annoying in here. The suspension banging. That's squeaking. After I was done the rear main and all that shit, I drove to Ohio. I didn't overheat or anything the whole way. But I had no brakes whatsoever. My one brake line started leaking. So I replaced it. But it was like wrong. I got a Festiva one, but like I got real brakes, so I guess the little curly thing on the end of the line doesn't line up with the hole of the caliper very well, or at all. So I've got to kind of offset behind it. It doesn't leak or anything anymore. I got my brakes back, which is important when you only have the front. My rears are still attached, but this thing, real brakes will stop this thing like nothing. But well, instead of just filming the back of this freaking Golf, I don't know, I'll shut her down. Yeah, this dump truck on this road right now, like the off-camber corners make it look like it's gonna just fall down the cliff. And you know, there's no anything off the side. It's just someone's yard. What you doing here, buddy? Like, what the fuck? We got rid of the dump truck, now we've got a fucking Jeep. Going very well. I've got to pretty much go straight home or go put like $3 in gas or something in this thing because it's low, and fucking clutch is squealing because we're going freaking 10 kilometers an hour through this shit. You should definitely be cautious here because there's bicyclists and everything. But I'm also not here with something wider than the road. So in conclusion, we're gonna probably try to swap something into this, I think. Or I don't know. Like, I kind of want to run the B3, but then it's like doing this crap. Throw bearings squealing. Hopefully I can just loosen it and that goes away. The oil burning is really bad. It's not as bad as it was like dumping oil at the same time to like the tune of like 3 liters every like half hour. Like I probably burnt like 1/4 of a liter for this run, but this motor had no issues when I parked the shit out of it, and then here we are. Alright, so I found out the other day that right here, this bad boy is our culprit. Number 3 piston. I cleaned it off, but this was actually chock full of crap. If you look at any other one, they look like that. No crud whatsoever in there. Brand new plugs.
Actually in the house?
Yep.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Day off or?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you look in there, it's pretty nasty. I don't know if it was kind of loose, but it doesn't really explain why I'm blowing, you know, oil everywhere. So I filled all the cylinders already with ATF, Marble Mystery Oil, and 2-stroke, and I'm gonna blast it out and see what happens. First, I'm gonna put the plug back in there and try to clean all that crud off that's in there so it doesn't go back in the motor. I'm pretty sure this cylinder is just the rings are fudged, but we're gonna try. It had been sitting for a really long time. Like probably close to 10 years. Dry for a minute, and we'll pull all the plugs back in. Crank her over a couple times. You all get to watch the shit show. Oh yeah. That's good for it, right? Really not much stuff there, I guess, or just ate it all. Let's slap them back in, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to pull this head off and have a look what's going on or whatever. But what's going on with these gaskets like coming out over here? I can't push it back down. I might just go get my other set of plugs, because these are like another set sitting there right in the door. Made in Thailand. Neat. My brother-in-law's from. They're NGKs too, but look the difference in electrode, and then how this isn't. And these were the ones in the box. I mean, these are the, I guess, iridium, I think? I'm not sure.
Apparently the copper ones are the best for Disney, but it sucks. Those plugs are not old at all, but whatever. Trying my best not to get more crap in the motor, but that's what it is. Option the baby jar here just to see if this was blowing oil back into my intake, and it's definitely not. There's not even a drop in there. So we're gonna hook her back up. Apparently it's good to have some whatever. I think this is full of crud too, but it seems to be working, so I'm not sure. There you go. Just bypass it like that for now. Start runner for like 3 minutes, do an oil change and go for a rip. Yeah, it looks like my copper seal or whatever, I don't know, looks like it might be leaping through a bit, you know, just to add insult to injury of this friggin' thing. Idle's no different. The belt is either loose or tight. Probably loose. Continental belts suck, don't get them. Not for this anyway. Well, at least it has spark there. On this day, 100 flipping degrees. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it. drive around for a bit. Oh, there's the throw bearing. There she is. I can still like you feel it bogging because there's just so much oil in the cylinder. I'll show you the plug after. It's gonna be pretty bad. Nothing's changed. Although one thing, the throwout bearing seems to be making less noise as I continue driving this thing. Like, I had trouble getting it to engage with the fingers when I was putting it in. I'm not quite sure. It was user error. I guess I gotta unbolt the thing. It's not like a G series where you just slide the fucker in and that's it. We're about to get up to a stop. I gotta point the camera that way. Still smoking. You should probably see the freaking cloud of it. I'm kind of driving. I don't really see anything when I hit the gas, but see how she goes. I don't see anything. Did that actually work? I mean, still some. Not as bad. Not as bad at all. Alright, go home. Go home, put some 1040 in it instead of 540. Wow, that's way better. I'm pretty happy with that. Some nice catchy roads. Set the timing and maybe it's gonna vacuum me somewhere still, but rev it up and still blow some smoke, but maybe about a 50% better. I don't know. So I finished doing an oil change on it. I didn't want to bore you with that crap. However, I do have one tech tip, I suppose. So, putting an oil filter on. I was told by a diesel mechanic that you don't want to put oil directly in the filter because then you're putting unfiltered oil directly in your motor. There's a couple arguments with that. One from Junkyard Digs, who, upon taking apart an oil filter out of a motor that they didn't put oil in it, it didn't prime it. So then they were running with it wasn't even using the oil filter to pull oil through. So you're just running. So I don't even want to chance that. And then on the other hand, too, how are you supposed to, do you pre-filter your oil out of the jug before you put it in here? Because it goes here pretty much, and then it drains that into the rest. So I don't know. If you're doing that, I'm not sure what your argument is, if you've got some additional to add to that, but that's my 2 cents. So after that, what I'm going to do is absolutely nothing. I'm going to just leave this until it doesn't want to run anymore or whatever, but it's done for now. And I'm just going to leave it as is and move on. Thanks for joining me in this wonderful adventure. Well, I have not given up on this thing yet. I dumped, since I know which cylinder now is the culprit, like I said, I dumped like, I just filled the cylinder up while it was at close to some kind of TDC. I don't know. It was up. It didn't really matter where it was, but gave it a good healthy dose of this stuff and let it sit overnight. I also like turned it over and stuff. Intel's freaking just oily mess. I wish I could have showed you the other one. It was literally just like completely caked all the way around, and then there was just like a hole in the middle. It was just still blasting through it. Hey, POV, a bunch of crap right in this little thing. You can see in there. If you can see how bad it is. I cleaned it all out and it just came all back, like right through the spark plug and everything. Did it do anything? Is there enough in there? Did it all run back into the motor? I'm not super confident. Just gonna go ahead and get freeze plugs to the other motor because that's the issue with it. Otherwise it looks okay. Why does it always seem like it wants to? It doesn't clip. Huge fan of these. I'll also get a timing belt kit. A new oil pan gasket, and then yeah. Did I fix it? I mean, it still smells, but I did put some in the cylinder. Bunch of oil that I put there on purpose, it doesn't seem that bad. Am I just gaslighting myself? What's going on? All I have to do is pull the fucking place of throw up bearing. I can live with that. you know, that one. It's running like balls. Oh, if I just have to like, reset my timing or something now that I have 4 cylinders again, or I don't know. Let's try to blow this shit off. There's definitely a bunch of crap in the cylinders. I'm afraid to hit the gas because if it starts bogging out, I'm gonna cry. Give it a minute, see if it blows this shit through. We got our idle back. I think there was like a little vacuum leak somewhere. It's so bad. Get it up over 4K and it's just freaking a cloud. Well, one good thing I noticed is that it's not valve kicking anymore like crazy, so that's nice. But yeah, we're gonna have to order freeze plugs and a new timing belt kit, and then we'll throw the other one in. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna start doing that stuff today. I'm gonna wait till I have everything, and then we'll put the other motor in, I guess. I'm finally giving up. Oh yeah, here she is again. Oh baby. So it's engine swap time. Swapping engines. Engine swappage. It's like wife swappage, but realistic. Hey, I don't want to do this at all, so join me along. Some pre-Father's Day mayonnaise. Step 1, clean your PCV valve. Yeah, sure. Right before you do it, engine change. Here's one real big disappointment about this. Look at how clean this coolant is. I don't know if you can see that, but oh my goodness, it's so bright pink and beautiful. We're gonna try to save all that. Go ahead and take my dipstick out so I don't shear my last one. Go pre-broken dipstick, pre-clean PCV valve. I don't need to do that. I need to get a nice clean container for that coolant. And we'll continue pulling this, getting all the grounds off. And the intake. that oil. It is greasy. Be interesting to see what it looks like in there. Some loose. I was just slapping around. It sounds like it's loose. Do the fuel lines next. I'm just gonna go open up the fuel door, which requires the key because you don't want anybody stealing your thimble and a half of fuel that you put in these things. Although it cost me $50 to fill it up the other day. Well, it wasn't even full because it's Canada. You're in the States and you're like, cost me $50 to fill a Festiva. They'd still look at you two eyeballs, 3 fingers or whatever. So yeah. I think I'm gonna need a new one for this one. It didn't even move mine. Yeah. I actually gotta mark which one's which so that way I don't forget, because I forget literally every time.
I took Holly's water gun because I didn't.
I'm a child playing. Wasn't terrible. It's pink juice.
Pink?
Dirty German pink juice.
Is it gas?
No,
What?
it's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
Yay!
Yay!
Can I drink it?
No,
Please.
it's dead Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid that kills you. But the engine likes it.
That's funny. I'm doing me.
Pace setter off. or pacemaker. My wife has one of those. Well, defibrillator. So she'll never die. They'll just pop her right back to life. Unlike this B3 that's completely forked. Well, not completely forked, but a pretty good percentage of it is forked. I think it's time to actually lift the car a little bit. Get them header bolts, because I'm going to have to redo that anyways. I'm pretty sure there's a massive freaking exhaust leak down there. Well, it's Father's Day weekend, and there's a whole bunch of planes. I saw a bunch of F6Fs, I think they used to be Blues Angels, go in a whole formation with like a B-25 or B-24. It's freaking fantastic. This guy is just having a blast right now. I don't know if you can see that. He's just banked and then he's... what he's doing, he's having a lot of fun. Took that mount off. You can grab the rad and yank it out. Made sure I disconnected it. Pop the top off there. The car. For the new motor, I'm literally gonna have to swap everything over. Even the timing stuff, don't do that. I ain't got time to wait for it, so I'm not going 5 minutes without this car. What's that? Like yesterday, it's gonna threaten rain, and then it's gonna rain, and I'm gonna be sad. I had this so loose because of that throw out bearing. It's crazy. That rolled all the way under the car. Places you can't even walk. That's somebody else's thing. So, yeah. You get to go places. Hey, where's my extension? Look at that. boot's like about to freaking fall off. Everything else looks okay. I don't want to go with my other ones. These bushings are all shady. And well, this one only has one clip left, so there you go. Easy out. Oh, coming up Millhouse. Is kicking the shit out of your GoPro good for it? Asking for a friend? Right. Oh. And still good. '90-degree angle. Yeah, we'll recut it here and add another one. I don't know. I don't even know if it works, to be honest. O2 sensor, Schmo2 sensor. I think I have everything off now. It'll be time to preemptively take off the starter, so then you can get to some bolts. Helps. Like this one right here, you know, right in front of the starter. Yank that, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, because that's all I put in. And take that off. Or take the front, this front motor mount, eat it right off, and then lift her out. It's gonna rain really, really soon. La 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 la. Am I gonna go back in? I don't know. Am I? Okay, lots of loose and stuck. Both loose and stuck at the same time. Is there a third? I think it's just 2. Man. And then magically it comes off. There you go. It is integral to the starter. You know, before it rains, because it is getting dark and not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's go bring in that engine hoist. Yeah, stop dragging ass. A 17 mil for these. It's a snap-on. I don't own any of those. That means it's my buddy Jack's. After COVID, he totally disappeared, and I have no idea. He's not on Facebook. He's not on anything anymore. Hey, if you're out there, I got it right here. Holy moly. Do this now before I get the I had to unload the GoPro. So you got that hooked up. Should have got something thinner, you know. And then double check, make sure there's nothing else holding it on. It's ready to come off anyway. There you go. Auto remove feature. Well, I guess first I gotta take the oil pan off, which means I gotta do oil change anyway. We do have enough oil to do one. Yeah, so you got that bolt back in the starter, that's cool. We pulled the plugs from the motor, the one that's gonna be going in, and the auto lights from who knows when. Yeah. We got, nobody had frost plugs for this thing. So we got ourselves some steel stick. I put the new plugs in it just so I could spray the crap out. I'm gonna continue to do so, but here's our, well, there's, this one's starting, I think. And well, the other two are probably starting as well. So we're gonna clean that up really good, push this stuff in, and then continue on to do the swap the oil pans over. I got some ultra black for the gasket, And then we'll swap all the crap on the front. The valve cover gasket. What that motor looks like. Not terrible. Looks alright inside. And I got another filter for it. But yeah, the frost plugs aren't going to be here until next week sometime. I got some of the rubber ones that'll fit there, but it won't fit on this one, unfortunately. And they'll give us a paint after we're all done. The ones in the back look brand new. Brand new. Don't know why. And it's got the heater plug. Got it kind of just pre-cured JB Weld or something. I don't know. I should have wore gloves. I really don't want some hands. I don't really trust that one in the middle. Alright. While it's curing, we'll do one half the motor, and then in like a half hour, do the other side. Give this a little bit more time. We'll go do that oil change on the other motor, or at least just dump the oil out. And check that out. That's third cylinder. It's literally caked on there. Nice and tight. That's crazy. I just did this like a couple days ago. There's a bunch of metal shavings in that. Swirling around without a care in the world. I wonder what that cylinder looks like. The wind does not care of the EPA. It's been an hour. I slapped some rust reformer on it. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but oh yeah, good enough. And guess on a scale of 1 to 10 how fucking mad I was when this happened. One of the things came out, and yeah, it dumped the motor on the ground on the fucking. The only thing holding it up is the oil pickup, you know. So I might as well just fucking leave it here and take all the shit off right where it sits. But yeah, that's really great. I fucking hate this this hoist, and when I get rid of it, I'm gonna be super happy. Get something else, something with casters, so it can turn. So I don't have to make like a 18-point turn with something that weighs like 500 friggin' pounds in the middle of my driveway. Like, it's just solid freaking wheels, don't turn. Super great for little tiny motors. Yeah, I'm gonna just deal with this shit. Sorry about the sun. It's pretty bright this morning. Here we go. A little surprise for the Festiva. Another engine. It's a 1992 Mazda 323. She's got a little rust. It's okay, it's pretty well rotten. This is documenting it, okay? Is that the light? Wouldn't be too hard if you wanted it as like a rally car project or something like that. If you're really into the BG chassis, I suppose. I don't have any parts or anything for it. It does run. I'm really surprised with these lines and everything, and the brakes work too. Very good actually, which is crazy. Basically $800 for a set of wheels, an engine, and a steering wheel. My favorite steering wheel. It's in better shape than the rest of the car, and it smells like mouse piss and palm malls. You got your little record player thing. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. And your real tree. I only know that because of the floor or whatever. Your real tree. Real tree. Is that real tree? I don't know. Is that real tree? Who knows? What's in here? What else? Yeah. Mirror. Mirror. And a little thingy here. A little cubby hole. This is auto. Got a Hanes band. Cigarette wrappers. If you can guess why this was off the road for 2 years, you get a cookie. What's going on there? That's fun. There you go. Hey, money. Very nice.
Well, yeah. La pièce de résistance. Well, you think it's a swap BP, or you think it's something turbo? Oh, jeez. No, man. It's a single overhead cam. 1.6. And she runs. Bad lifter tick when I got it, and he was like, don't worry about it, and I'm like, yeah, I won't. It sat for like over, he said 6 months, it probably is more than that, but it hasn't run, it wasn't on the road for like 2 years, so the tow truck cost me like $130, and he didn't even live that far. He did a new cap and rotor. Really obvious once you throw some blue battery. I put the old battery from the Festiva in it. It's got a little exhaust leak. Yeah, it's not bad. I had to turn the throttle screw down a lot because it was like really high for, I don't know why, because it runs like this. I don't know why you had it at 2,000 RPM or something. Yeah, let's get to, I don't know, moving cars around and then getting to pulling this out. Some of this mouse piss smelling shit out of the car. I don't know what these are for. Guess I'm not a real 323 enthusiast. Yeah, yellow, cool yellow donut. Wish I had 2 of these for the race car. You know this shit up. Garbage bag. A lot of resistance on the hood. It's like you have to try to adjust it, I think, that way. I'm not sure. I started just marking some of this stuff off because at first it was kind of just like, whatever, I'm gonna scrap this anyway. But I don't know. This would be a great candidate for a different motor. You can save that for another day. I've been just coming out here, hitting it with PB Blaster. Trying to get some of this crap I don't want to break off. This whole harness is very much like the 1.3 in the Festiva, or I don't think I'm gonna need these anymore. Motor mounting. I'm afraid to look at the motor. Well, I mean, it doesn't look terrible down there. The transmission mount. That's it for that. And it's just a bunch of zip ties back here and stuff. Let's clean out some of that stuff in the interior. Tomorrow I leave for Mexico, and it would be nice if it smelled a little bit less like the Pall Malls and mouse piss than it does now.
Oh, a lot of most poop, just dirt. More in the rear. I don't know. My shop vac took a poop, so can't use that anymore. Holy stand.
I'm really stoked. This is the only radio in any of my cars that works. That's good enough for now. Let's get that air out. Pop the fuel cap. That's the problem with these. Like, here's the trunk release. It's freaking bent. It's not even trying to move. It's so squishy. Fuel door. I don't even want to try. I did hit this with some. I need to try to hit it with more. It's funny, on the driver's side, these all get like that. And then you look at the passenger side, and it's like way drier, way nicer. You know, that side, just floor, and then the driver. Driver doesn't need a floor. Come on. I'll try to hit that with something. I was trying to get this fuel door open. I guess you can just fill it through here. What's in there? Smells of gas. It's actually not terrible underneath, other than, you know, the rotten quarters. Make the interior smell like piss. Wonder how good that is for the dash. Oh, I didn't notice the cracking on this thing. Oh, not the best one I own. On the steering wheel. Yeah. It's like dry rotted tires. I had one that was mossy, but not one that cracked like that. No dash cracks or anything. That's crazy. I mean, it's not the desert either. Toads groats, bros. You know, for now. There's the back one way back there. Wow, what filter? Use the frame, but looks small. Now you got a Wix. It's hopefully better. It's more like the one that was on my ZLV. It's the same part number. I don't know what they used there. Yeah, I can't see the number, whatever. 414 maybe. Issues with this. Shouldn't be too hard to find a new hood for this, but to move a little bit, that'll be easier. Put it in there. Yes. I'm really surprised I haven't broken more bolts. This thing. Yeah, you got it just in time. Oh. See, on a Festiva, at least the 1.3, you have starters right here. So your bolts and everything is super easy. But, yeah, this one's gotta be back here. Trying to see through the intake. Pinch clamp things right there on the coolant line, and it's like I don't want to stick my arm in there. It's gonna rip it all to heck. I kicked my jack the other day, and like my freaking toes swollen up. It's all purple crap. I don't want to get hurt anymore. Wow.
Oh yeah. Close end wrench. I mean, you can cheat and just start pulling the motor and then just get it then. When you're like, oh, I forgot this. That's a great time, actually. Like, oh, I forgot. Ends up being the best time. Because otherwise, you can't even get to it. I might just do that. Pull the coolant line. Look at that, it's got like a bleeder up here. That's pretty cool. They usually don't need that. That's probably the cleanest that's ever gonna happen. The skid plate is perfectly contoured to funnel the coolant. That looks brand new, by the way, which is awesome. It's got chunks. Could be just taking rust away from all the rust I knocked off. Very minimal spillage. That is not like me. Ashed. Tow hooks look like they'll lift up the car. She needs to happen. Is this good for the coolant line? That zip tie is pretty much all that's holding that on. It's below everything else. I think that's gonna be. It seemed like a lot of transmission fluid. You're gonna have to see where else is drained from. Eee. Pull it from there. Yeah, did I ever say I freaking hate these? I even got the tool for it and the tool doesn't work. You have to be at really specific angles. Sure. You know, really specific angles and have like tons of room, and it's not good. Wow. Okay. I think that's it. Dipstick says it looks like it's oh maybe. Well, where is the full line? Okay. We gotta turn it on and stuff. I don't know where the full mark is. It says FU61. So yeah, okay. FU2, but Like, I mean, rad supports, whatever. It is what it is. The Festivas, I had to fix mine. It's mostly angle iron. I think I mentioned that earlier. Because they all kind of rot out there, up here, and in Ohio, wherever. It's just like angle iron over top. All the bolts go through the angle iron. Kind of do some crap like that. Well, here you got tons of room now. Look at that. And get rid of the condenser, I suppose. Pavlov? Pavlov. It came off. Pavlov. Actually, not just gonna take a freaking angle grinder to this stuff. Might as well keep it, you know. At one time, I thought I would never run out of these things to work on. This little guy's gonna have some heavy lifting to do. He said the AC didn't work anymore, but redacted. You can pull a speedometer cable. Is it a 2-piece? Dos piezas. Genius, really. Even the AC stuff smells like rat piss. How the heck does that happen? I suppose it would help make it feel like a real gas pedal if you do all this. That's help staying on. Fuel lines. I can't get the fuel door open. You should do it anyways. Instead of the Festiva, open up the cap and then you pull it off, it goes, and then there was like a dribble. I don't feel like it going BLAM! Oh, anyway. It ran, so no varnish. Shit? Yes, lots of shit. Put that on so you don't get the shit in a not very rusty fuel neck, which is beautiful. So we'll just you make it so it barely touches, then it'll stay closed, but you could just gently put a little pop. Any of that crap in there. Yeah, I bet you that works really good. I mean, on this end, look, it's like still got the zinc on it, but I wonder if the line's even connected anymore. Cap off.
If anybody wants a Mazda speed, like if you've got a Mazda speed, it's been a front end accident. This thing, the whole front end was rebuilt with car start. So all these body panels are like brand new. A little dirty from sitting, but all of this is just it's fuck all. It's just brand new. It's a rolling chassis, so it's not going anywhere. Give it to you dirt cheap. If you even watched any of my videos, holy crap, I give it to you for like nothing. Absolutely nothing. Lift up your skirt. Woo. What's that? Something about Jesus? No. Let's say it's not working for him. This bad boy first. Excuse me. So I just cut the line. Take 2 seconds. That wouldn't be any fun, would it? It'll evaporate before it even hits the ground. You got a little pulley there, but it doesn't look bent or anything. The more I look at it, it's just weight reduction. A heated core hoses next. If y'all can get the bent ones of these, like with the, oh, it's so much better. It would grip on this way nicer and give you more clearance. But I should buy 3 more because I keep losing mine. It's much better when you get to twist it. These old ones, I always end up having to cut. And then sweet. My favorite part, the speedo, that you can see the 10 mil from here, the 19 mil. Instead of the 10 mil, actually twisting the speedo cable threaded part. I must have accidentally got some on there.
turning and you have to kind of keep pressure on it so it goes around. Wonder if in here there's a split. I like that this plastic's here. I don't want to break it. It's like a perfect size 2-piece. Maybe it would stop my. There you go. Oh, this bracket was no good. It's trying to break in 2 pieces. Alright. It's like everything's off except for the starter cables and the oil pressure sensor cable. Everything else is off except for the go ahead and pull the axles. Got a axle nut and it's got the little indent or whatever, so you have to pull that off. I think it's a 30 mil. We'll repurpose this chisel I never used. It's actually got a metal end. Probably not ideal. Might be a 32. 32. I'm gonna try. Oh, there you go. Okay, like got some PTSD from the last time I used my jack. I was trying to move it in the mud because it's raining, and like moving it like doesn't want to move at all. It like came out. I don't know what I was thinking. Tried to like push it or whatever, but I like kicked it with my other shoes, and there was like no protection whatsoever. Smacked my toe, and it was like 50 shades of blue and purple for last couple days. So I'm hobbling around. This thing hates going through anything other than perfectly flat concrete. Which I don't have any of. Tool. Let's see it from up here. See how that handles it. I have no idea where I'm going to put some jacks. I don't know if that's better or worse. Those are all good crunching noises, right? I think we're gonna give up trying to put it there. blurred. Shop will just around here. We'll just try to use the pinch wells, and I'm not sure where they would put it. They look okay in the front, but in the back, yeah, okay. They wouldn't even put it up on the lift. They would be like, "Can you just scrap this for us, please?" Some brand new dry rotted tires. Oh wow. Feel like an archaeologist. Just peeling back the layers. It's in neutral. I don't know how the hell this is possible. But it smells worse under the car than it does inside. Get these axles out. And I'm not screwing around. Look at this crap, looks just like the Mazda 2. The only thing open right now was Walmart. You can get more PB blasters. We'll just have to do. Not gonna last much longer. It works on angles better than the other stuff. Don't tell anybody. Can actually turn the can and it still sprays. Really save this for these bad boys right here. At least they're not as bad as the Mazda speeds. They actually look intact still. You know, 30-year-old car versus newer car. I'm supposed to save some. Should have got two. It's almost half as cheap as the PB.
Seems like it's darker now, and no more light, but setting up a LED light up here, one for the green, and this thing. The next day, I found my bar. See if we can even get it to move. Oh yeah. Big deal. Ugh. I can't believe how stuck it is still. Just once you crack it, you're good. Get a little bit more room to work with. So today we leave for Mexico and we're in Canada and it's already like 80 freaking degrees. Oh, this should be fun. I don't know how the hell to get in here. Some people just leave this one in.
yank the whole thing. Now, you get these bolts off. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my extractor wrench, because these either are all gonna break off, or some might come out. Some are pretty rounded off just from being completely rusted out. Never get like 10 mil. Move some of these, we just round it off, piss you off. Go straight to the extractor wrench. Actually got him. Let's see about that bad boy down there. I use the smallest bolts on the stuff that has to deal with heat and everything the most. Alright. Got a new valve cover gasket coming for it. It's not going to be here till Monday. So please forgive me for whatever jankiness I do to that for the time being. If that's even why it was leaking oil. Oh, there he is. He's still there. Bruh. Need to save our boy. Get out of here. You're gonna get hurt. He's hiding behind the fucking manifold. Alright. Those 14s broke. Maybe that one's a 13? I just came back from Mexico to Mexico in July. Come back here and it's arguably hotter here than down there. It's just the humidity. It rained a couple times this morning. And another extractor wrench. Ugh, 14 this time. Doesn't even want to work. Alright. Oh. I thought this would be easier with a valve cover leaking oil all over the thing. I don't want to break that. Even though I have another one, I really don't want to break it. The crossover hose there. Doesn't look like it's bolted in another spot. It does feel like it's stuck on. Ah! Bruh. So on the Mazda 2, the other motor, why I decided to pull that motor out, so I had no choice. This thing is behind the motor, right up against the firewall. There's no way to access it unless you pull the motor, and the part doesn't exist. Just does not exist anywhere to replace. So if I want to use that motor again, I gotta figure out some way of getting that to work. Wow. There's nothing even attached to this. Oh, there is another bolt over here. I'll try taking that out. Oh. No cruddy buildup or anything. All the exhaust ports look great. Good. Yeah, this extractor on here and see if we can get it to turn. Oh, she's turning. She's turning. Is it turning the bolt though? Nope. The last friggin' bolt. Okay, then let's try. I didn't want to go under the cart. I guess you don't always get what you want. There's a U bracket, one of these freaking things here. Along that. So it's holding on to that bracket. Might have just been easier to do that. But like, look at them. broke that one. Get all my junk off the ground. And detach these from down here. I think at 214s. I think that's good enough to remove that. I don't think it's anywhere else. But like, yeah, the state of those bolts, holy moly. All right. So the next morning, it's a lot less stanky this morning. I was struggling yesterday anyway. You know, let's pull this motor. Got everything as far as I can tell except for the starter wires and stuff like that. But I was gonna save it. Here we go. Let's change that oil cap so you don't break it. I should like it. So it was gonna rain for a second there, and then the sun came out with a vengeance. Yanking it up. Self-clearance. I'm usually more aggressive with taking these motors out, but I actually kind of want to keep this. I'm trying to keep everything I possibly can.
why I like did all this stuff already. I want to keep everything. Okie dokie. Silly little bracket over here. I don't know what it's for, but I'm keeping it. And unlike the Festivas, that's actually like a captive bolt back here. You've got big old 17. That's a nice bolt. Weather started to clear up. I know it's raining, or trying to. Not the nicest ever, but we can fix her. There's a lot of harness play, so the starter wires shouldn't get in the way. Right now it's the axle, or what's left of it anyway. That's why I'm wearing my mittens. They just smashed my finger into the block like I don't know how many times. And also at any minute's notice, one of my children would be like, I need something. I sit there washing my hands for 3 hours. But this is way better than doing it in the car. Ow. Should have been wearing my elbow pads too, and my knee pads. And my 3M jumpsuit. Look at that crank pulley. Yikes.
still rubber in it. See if we can try to restore it. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's 2 bowls right here. Because I marked up with the old oil pressure and the starter exciter, because once I got, you don't want to get these 2 mixed up. Kind of realizing now I don't have any room to pull it back. So I might have to put the wheels back on and roll it out. Which means I have to set up the axles. So this was sitting on my little cart, and without the camera rolling, I decided to completely lift it up and hand bomb it over using completely my back. So hopefully that's enough proof of concept or whatever. I think I'd be able to just bring it back this way and I'll have enough room to get it down onto that bad boy. Shot. What do you think? That's the worst I've ever seen on one of these things. All the rest are super easy to get to, and this one's like impossible. So yeah, we'll yank that off. My paint. I'm gonna try to take advantage of this right now. Can't even get in on the other side anymore. Stop it. Get the transmission bolts off. They're all absolutely drenched in oil, which is good. There's a bastard I couldn't get out earlier. I don't know what size it is, but you can probably just hit up here and it'll loosen off. can only go so far, so I think this way. I think I'm just gonna have to cut it off, whatever. That's kind of out of the way. So that's all part of the cover. So you can get at the torque converter bolts. Big. It's like a solid piece, chunk of copper. All the way around the thing. Okay. Look at this. The Festivas just have like a little metal plate.
I spy with my little eye something that looks red. Why is it red, white, and oh, they used a piece of cardboard in there. I don't know what that is. I guess we'll find out when I take it off, but it doesn't look like a gasket. Well, I mean, it's a gasket now, but it looks like cereal, a cereal box or something.
Boing. There should be 4 bolts and this thing comes off, and I think it finally decided it's gonna rain now. So that's nice. Let's take that AC compressor off, I guess. Alright, finally got 4 of these good bolts. Well, goodish. Well. I don't think the impact fits in it. Whoever zinc plated these bolts deserves a medal. That looks like all of them. Bump my head again. Starting to get loose. Trying to get that up my butt. Need more weight off it. Much juice in there. That was a smelly Loctite they used. Finally decided to start raining a bit. Maybe chisel off some of this crap off the block. Get a hit with some paint real quick and that's it, I guess. I don't know. Here's a Festiva one. So you only need to bend that just a bit. That's okay. But yeah. That doesn't really line up, does it? It's a lot better condition than the other one. Currently my garage is all occupied by everything, so I gave the spacer plate a little paint. They cleaned it off and under all the grease was rust, so I should have just left it on there. That's really clean. Yeah, it worked. Nothing wrong with the thermostat either. Even, you're supposed to have this down. I think you even had that right there. Huh. Quick. Oh, there's no threads in there. There's threads there and there and there and there and there and there and there. Nothing there? Yeah. Can I get away with that? Yeah, probably. I think I'm going to just ignore it. Got my flywheel and freshly cleaned bolts and my Loctite. This really convenient thing that shoots it out like crazy. The lip only gonna go nowheres. Well, most of it's going to come off on the flywheel anyway. Yeah, I had these on the Festiva without the washers, but I figured I'd throw them on there. Alright, camera's dying again already. Battery's 15 years old. Actually, I got some upgraded batteries for it, and they don't last much longer than the old ones. So I don't know, they're even a little bit bigger. Alright, be right back.